Now then, rugby referees, how they developed is our first topic on the programme this evening. Delighted Clare Daniels, who is the England Rugby Match Official Development Officer for the South West, is live with us, also a member of the Local Referees Society. Great to have you on the show. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Good evening.
That's quite a title, I must say.
It is a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue eventually. Just tell us in a simple brushstroke, what is the role?
My role is to recruit and develop referees throughout the South West. So right from the grassroots level up to, just sort of below our national leagues, involved with everything from, like I say, recruitment, training, development, and reviewing performances and mentoring and coaching. So quite a broad brush, but a very enjoyable one.
Yeah, sounds brilliant. Do you have people work with you, or is it a solo operation?
Well, we work closely with schools, clubs, universities and the referee society. So every county will have a referee society. So here you've got a very vibrant society in the Bristol referees. So we work very closely with them in supporting them with their training and development plans, promoting, officiating as much as we can to the player base and beyond. And getting it as part of the game menu for players as well, so that people, can think of it as an activity and as a hobby just as much as playing.
Are you full time? You've got all the Red Rose regalia on and the RFU.
I am, but after this
badges?
weekend, a little bit of with the result in the Six Nations. But yeah, I am full time. Very fortunate. What was my hobby is now my full time role. So very lucky.
That's brilliant, isn't it? To do something you love. I mean, I'm very much in the same way with what I do here. Today, give us a gauge of what you've done today to give us a sense of the role that you've got.
Today I've been actually supporting some young match officials at Yeovil Rugby Club in Somerset. So we've got two new guys who have done their course, and they were keen to get involved in refereeing. And that's a big challenge. We can get people through courses and training, but the real challenge is supporting them once they step over the whitewash. As with anything, getting out there and having a go. Similar to passing your driving test, is only when you actually start driving you start learning, and that's the same with refereeing. So it's important that we support new referees and give them that touchline support they need so that they can hopefully stay involved.
Yeah. Give us a sense of where you are numbers wise in terms of rugby referees, the conveyor belt. Are you getting sufficient numbers coming on at the beginning that you can develop?
I think it's very difficult to put an exact figure on it. If you look nationally, we would have around anywhere between 2,800, 3,000 referees who are members of your local referee society. But there are probably double, treble that. People in clubs on Sundays, school teachers refereeing school matches, people at universities refereeing as well. So there are a vast majority of people out there refereeing in the community game who aren't members of societies. But from a referee society perspective, around 3,000. But you ask any referee society and they'll tell you that they still need more because you have people retire and move on to other things. So you need to keep that conveyor belt coming through, and we certainly need more young people coming into refereeing.
Is it easy to attract younger people?
It's becoming easier. I think it's becoming easier, certainly because of, I'm a great believer if you see it, you can be it. So if you go to your local club or your local school, or you watch rugby on the TV and you see younger people refereeing. Now, younger, the age bracket there, depends on what you're looking at. But if you see younger people doing it, and you have younger people as role models, as referees in the community game, then more young people think, well, I'll have a go at that. And so there's definitely more young people coming into it.
Yeah. I mean, I had Billy Mackay and Josh Calicott on this show, well, I was going to say a few weeks ago. It's probably a couple of 3 months ago now. And they were young lads in their teenage years, and you could sense they absolutely loved being rugby referees.
Yeah, they were two good lads, and I think the thing is, when you see young people in anything, but certainly in sport and in rugby refereeing, when you see young people growing as individuals, it's so rewarding. And to see how far Billy and Josh have come over the last season or two as referees and as young men, it's extremely rewarding.
Yeah. Where are you in the kind of gender breakdown? Do you get many? Have you got enough? Have you got many female referees taking up the whistle?
We've got a lot. We've got more than we had, to be honest, Geoff. But when you look at the landscape of the game, it is changing. We've now got, I think, around 30,000 women and girls playing rugby in England. We still don't have that number reflected in the refereeing base. So when you look at the number of of guys playing rugby to the number of guys refereeing. Obviously, the percentages are far greater. Now the landscape of the women's game is changing massively. We need more women and girls refereeing rugby as well. So female referees are then role models, and women and girls who are playing see women and girls refereeing, and then, like, I go back to what I was saying about you see it, you beat it, then they think, well, it's a natural progression, that's naturally something I can do. So definitely more women and girls showing an interest in it, which is hugely rewarding and positive. We just got to, keep supporting them and nurturing them into the middle.
Christine Sarah Cox, recently she was the first woman, it was a landmark appointment, refereeing in the championship, the second tier of men's rugby. I mean, that is significant, isn't it?
That's fantastic. It's another ceiling broken. But Coxie refereed first full-time female referee, in England. She was only the second full-time female referee in the world. So that's a huge development, and that's a huge statement from England Rugby about backing female match officials. And all credit to Coxie. Called up 2 days before the fixture because we had all the weather issues. Cornish Pirates against Doncaster. Any game in the championship's not an easy game. And she went down there and she did a decent job.
Yeah,
so
that's good. Good. I like the nickname, by the way. Do you call her Sarah or Coxie when you meet her?
Coxie. Just like she'll call me Daniels.
Brilliant. I love it. It's the voice of Clare Daniels, who is the England Rugby match official development officer for the South West, evolving, finding, developing rugby referees.